I didn't score at all. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I need. A little insert right there. In 27 years of playing football, the only time I scored 4 touchdowns was when Notre Dame came to recruit somebody else. That's a good time to say, but God. Oh, won't he do it? After I got a letter from ND, the letter started to pour in. And we did something that's pretty unusual. We chose the University of Notre Dame not because we thought that we could win a championship, but because we thought it can give me a great education. And that decision was the toughest decision I ever made in my life. I was a mama's boy. I wanted to stay in Texas and play football. A lot of things were going on in Texas at that time. But my big brother, Don, he knew a lot about Notre Dame football, knew about the educational background, and we made the tough decision to go to the University of Notre Dame. And, when I got there, I wanted to prove to everybody that it was about education. So my very first game, yeah, my Notre Dame people are laughing. My very first game in the Notre Dame uniform, my freshman year, the opening play of the game, I fumbled the opening kickoff. So I told everybody, hey, I told you I was coming here for education, so let's just keep moving on. Through my sophomore year, things were going okay. I was playing a little bit. I was on time to graduate, which was the most important thing, and life was just moving on. I didn't know. I thought this was how big-time college football went. This is how it happens. This is the way. You don't play that much. You play a little bit, and you just keep moving on. Well, the coaching staff was fired after that year, and in comes this little 5'8" guy wearing glasses, talks a little funny. He put us through winter ball workouts 5 o'clock in the morning because we all had 8 a.m. classes. I would say something about that to one of my guys over there, but I'm a rookie and I can't say anything to these guys yet. And after 2 days of being in spring ball, once we got in pass, he pulled me over and asked me a litany of questions as far as why wasn't I playing more? Did I get in trouble? Was it grades? Was I on drugs? He was asking me all kinds of questions. I said, no, coach, they just didn't play me. And he told me that he thought I could be the best player in the country. I thought this guy lost his mind. I said, have you been watching my film or whose film have you been watching? Day after day, he would bring me in his office and show me what I was doing on the practice field. Show me what I was doing against defenses and doing things that he hadn't asked me to do. And finally, he said that he told the media that I was the most intelligent football player that he had ever coached. So all the media flocked in from all the country, and they're trying to figure out who this new transfer is, because they knew I wasn't there before. They thought I had transferred in or something. And once they figured out it was me, they was like, Tim, what happened? I said, I don't know. He just said it. I'm just doing it. And after a couple of weeks, is he here? I was hoping he was here. After a couple of weeks, I started to get it, and I really felt bad because I felt as if there he is. I felt as if he had more confidence in me than I had in myself. He believed in me more than I believed in myself. So we get into the season of my junior year, and it goes great for me, and now I'm following him around like a little puppy dog, trying to figure out he has something else for me to do. My senior year goes great, and I end up winning the Heisman Trophy. And I can tell you, without the great Lou Holtz, I would not have won the Heisman Trophy. I would not have been a first-round pick in the NFL. I probably would have got drafted, but I would have just been a guy. I mean, the things that he instilled in me made me a better man. And Coach Holtz, I love you. Just want to say thank you. And God knows, whatever I can do for you, you know I'm there for you. I was drafted by the LA Raiders. Mr. Ron Wolf actually drafted me into the NFL. You know, I don't know what my agent Marvin Demoff did to get me to the Raiders. You know, I heard stories like he told the teams in between that I had an aunt to die in the city or something, and I would have all these, you know, flashbacks if I had to come play there. So, but some kind of way he got me to the Raiders because that was a team that we figured I could excel at. I could excel at. And once I got there, I realized that this game was a little different. I had the great James Lofton there as a wide receiver at the time, and my first, and Mike Haynes was there also, which was not fun at all, going up against him. You know, my last year at Notre Dame, I was in the wishbone most of the time. So I was used to wearing very big pads. So I came out to practice the first day, and I had all these Dunsless pads on, and these things are huge. I mean, they're like Earl Campbell, like huge. And everybody's looking at me laughing like, dude, what are you doing? I said, man, this is how I get down. This is how I play the game. And James Lofton pulled me over and said, this is not going to work, rookie. You got to go back in and change. And I listened to him, and things went well. You know, I had a great rookie year. You know, I broke a lot of records, all that kind of stuff. But the most important thing to me, people were saying because of the Heisman jinx and all that, that maybe I couldn't get it done on that level. And the very first time I touched the ball in the NFL, I returned the kick 97 yards for a touchdown. So that was probably the best thing that could happen because all the critics went away, and now it's just a matter of going out and playing football and having a great time. But it's my second year, I was thrown a wrinkle. I got hurt the opening game of the year returning the kickoff. And at this particular point, because of the injury that I had to my knee, the